Good afternoon, Malacanang Press Corps. Welcome to our press briefing today, November 7. The Cavite Extension of the Light Rail Transit Line 1 is set to serve the public this month. This project is under a public-private partnership scheme that is expected to reduce travel between Quezon City and Parañaque City to less than an hour. We'll also be discussing the acquisition of 40 units of fast patrol crafts by the Department of Transportation and the Philippine Coast Guard that was approved by the National Economic and Development Authority, or NEDA, board chaired by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. The initiative is valued at 25.8 billion pesos, funded through an official development assistance from the French government. Of the 40 fast patrol crafts, 20 will be assembled in the Philippines. This is in alignment with the Bagong Pilipinas objective of enhancing maritime security by upgrading the capabilities of the Philippine Coast Guard. And here to discuss these two very important developments in the transportation sector are DOTr Secretary Jaime Bautista, Chief Executive Officer of the Light Rail Manila Corporation, Enrico Benipayo, and Philippine Coast Guard Commandant Admiral Ronnie Hill Gavan. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Let's start with Secretary Bautista.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are here to announce the partial opening of the Light Rail Transit Line 1 extension. This is the Cavite Extension, and we will open this line within the next maybe 2 to 3 weeks. Now, this is within November. This will be the first railway project to be completed within the administration of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Our private partner is the Light Rail Manila Corporation. And I congratulate them for assisting us, helping us that we will be able to open these lines. It will be with 5 stations, from Baclaran to Sucat. We hope that this opening of the extension of Line 1 will help alleviate traffic, as it will be able to support thousands of passengers, additional passengers taking LRT Line 1. And this will be our early Christmas gift to the residents of the area. Maybe we'll ask the president of LRMC to give us more details.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Secretary. Yes, we're, as mentioned by the good secretary, we're also very much excited to open the line again within this month. Surely within the month of November, we'll be able to serve an extended area of the metropolis. 5 additional stations, 6 kilometers, and this will allow people to traverse the alignment within a span of less than an hour. So again, a little plug. So probably preference for the rail, because we would be able to convey people faster in the same alignment, and the total alignment therefore of LRT1 will be extended from 20 kilometers to 26, around 26 kilometers. So that's for phase 1 of the Cavite Extension.
Thank you, sirs. Now let's hear from Commandant Admiral Ronnie Gavan regarding the 40 fast crafts to be
Yes.
acquired.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am. Yes, the Philippine Coast Guard will be receiving 40 fast patrol crafts from France. It is the largest so far single purchase in the modernization of the Philippine Coast Guard. It is a game changer for us. It will enable the Coast Guard to have at least 2 patrol boats in every district, fast enough to reach the edges of our economic zone, exclusive economic zone, to enforce the laws. This is a game changer for us because this will enable the Coast Guard to hold the position as the youngest fleet in Southeast Asia. In 5 years' time, we foresee that we will become the most respected and the most able Coast Guard. So we are really very grateful for this administration for enabling the Coast Guard to become a worthy part of the administration's quest or everybody's quest to achieve the kind of bagong Pilipinas everybody deserves.
Thank you. And I'm sure you all have a lot of questions, but let's organize the question and answer. Let's start first with the topic of the LRT. So, and then we'll go on to the Coast Guard. Okay, let's start with Harley Valbuena, DZME. Mike, thanks. And then,
Thank you, Ms. Daphne. Good afternoon, sirs. Yun pong sa LRT1 Cavite Extension, are we open on offering free ride for the public for a certain period of time once this the 5 stations opens, or are we collecting fares right away?
For the moment, the intention, we don't have any discussion yet to provide free rides at this point in time. So we're focusing on making sure that the travel would be safe for the moment. So we're concentrating more operational and safety matters. But probably we'll discuss that question with the good secretary.
okay. Question from Christian Isores, Radio 630.
Good morning, sir. Can you confirm lang, sir, kung kailan yung specific date ng start? Kasi may report na kayo na November 16.
Actually, wala pang specific date. Ano? Yung November 16, kanina, it was asked if it's November 16, and I told them it's possible. No? But it will be within the month of November. No?
Tapos for LMRC, sir, earlier this year, parang may study or plans na magkaroon ng panibagong fare hike sa pamasahe ng LRT. If ever, sir, maapektuhan na po ba nito yung magiging pamasahe ng extension project?
Yung pamasahe po natin ngayon will be status quo, no? In as far as the boarding fares and fares per kilometer. So, yung current trip natin ngayon, no, from Fernando Po Jr. to Baclaran, that's a total of, I think, 35 pesos total. Now, because of this additional 6 kilometers and additional 5 stations, then there is a corresponding increment in terms of distance. So, we're looking at around, I think it's going to be 45 pesos. So, an additional, the full stretch of 26 kilometers. So,
Okay. Maurice Umali, GMA 7.
Hi, good afternoon, sirs. I would just like to ask you, sirs, to please elaborate on the anticipated economic and social benefits for the residents of Metro Manila and the commuters, and especially for our economy once this extension is operational, considering that there is a study by JICA that we lose a lot, billions or millions of pesos in the traffic in Metro Manila.
As you mentioned, traffic is costing us a lot of money. No? The JICA study shows that we spent, or the economic cost of traffic in Metro Manila is around 3.5 billion pesos a day. No? Of course, with the operations of LRT1 extension, there will be part of Parañaque and Pasay that will benefit, no? And there will be some reduction in traffic. We cannot give you an estimate yet of how much more or less is the economic benefit, no? But one thing for sure is that the travel time will be reduced, no? Easily, this can be reduced by 30 minutes, no?
yes.
30 minutes from Baclaran to Santos Avenue, no? So
Dr. Santos
Avenue.
Station, yes.
Okay, any more questions about the LRT? Oh, okay. Alvin Baltasar, Radyo Pilipinas.
Secretary, clarification lang doon sa fare, doon sa train fare natin. Tama ba na yung full stretch from FPJ station hanggang Sukat magiging 45 pesos full stretch?
Yes, pag bumili po kayong single journey, so that's the first product, it's 45 pesos. Pero we're pushing the stored value. If you use stored value, it's cheaper by 2 pesos for end-to-end.
Since magdaragdag tayo ng 5 new stations, simultaneous ba na or automatic ba na magdaragdag tayo ng mga babiyahing trains?
Sa ngayon po, yung intervals between trains, if you'll notice, during peak, it's around 4 minutes. And that interval will be maintained.
Will the President attend the inauguration?
We don't know yet.
Thank you, Secretary.
Pia Gutierrez, ABS-CBN.
Tatanong lang, sir, how many additional passengers are we expecting to serve with the extension?
Okay. Actually, now the average daily passengers that we carry is around 320,000. So we expect when we open, we'll be able to bump up the ridership to around by an additional 80,000. But we're anticipating probably after 5 years, we'll be doubling the number of the passengers along the alignment. So that's probably in 2028 or 2029, madodobli po yung 320 to around 650.
That's per day, sir.
Per
Yes,
day.
average daily ridership, yes.
Okay, thank you. Eden Santos, Net 25.
Sir, aasahan din po ba natin na magkakaroon ng mga mahabang pila sa mga stations na ito
Mhm.
pag po nag-start na yung operation ng 5 new stations?
Oo. So, yung pila, no, so isa yan sa mga senyales, no, kung kulang yung tren na pinapasok natin. No. For the moment, as mentioned a while ago, where our intervals are 4 minutes. So, every 4 minutes, may darating na bagong tren. Pero pag humahaba po yung pila, we have the capability to decrease the intervals to 2.5 minutes. So, that way, we'll be able to manage the queuing.
Mga ilang bagon po ba meron tayo?
Maraming po salamat sa tanong. Actually, we'd like to thank our partners because they've delivered a total of 30 additional 4-car trains. And of the 30, we're able to use 19 for the moment. The remaining are still under testing and commissioning. So pag na-handover na po sa amin, lahat po ng mga pinagkaloob po ng gobyerno ng mga tren, then all the more the service will be improved.
Okay. Raquel Bayan, Radyo Pilipinas.
Sir, quick follow-up lang po dun sa question kanina. You mentioned 80,000 passengers per day po. How about dun sa traffic congestion natin sa baba? Meron po ba tayong projected o expected na mga sasakyan na mababawas once
Okay.
na maging operational?
Ito very rough calculation. So we engaged a consultant just to provide us some estimates. No, so yung 80,000 passengers a day could actually translate to around 6,000 vehicles a day that can be off the at grade, and it's composed. We assume 70% of that would be private, and the 30% would be public.
Okay. Can we move on to... Oh,
Last na lang, sir.
Okay.
Baka meron, are we expecting na makakapagbukas po tayo ng job dahil sa pagbubukas or sa operational nito?
Yes, definitely. Again, as just related to the question on economics, so it would provide some benefits, especially in the area where we serve. So because of the increased economic activity, even if it's not directly related to LRT1, definitely I think it would produce more opportunities for the people in the vicinity. Yes.
okay. Thank you. Let's give some time for questions regarding the Philippine Coast Guard. Okay. Harley Valbuena again, DZME.
Hi, Admiral Gavan. So, may we know how many patrol boats are we gonna deploy in the West Philippine Sea area? The 14 new patrol crafts that we will acquire.
Definitely some will be deployed there, but how many determine muna natin at the right time.
Follow-up lang, sir. Can you enlighten us more with the specifications, the features, or the capabilities of the fast patrol crafts? Like, can these withstand any harassments or aggressions in the sea? like water cannon or ramming, tailing, and other aggressions?
This will form part of the mix of capabilities we have. As to their specific capabilities, I think we should leave it with us for the moment. But rest assured that this will form part of the force mix that we need to address the threats in the area.
Okay. Maurice Umali, GMA 7.
Sir Galvan, just a follow-up. Just for the record, can you tell us what are the specific threats or challenges these fast patrol crafts are intended to address in the Philippine waters?
Yes, marami po. Ranging from smuggling to drug trafficking, piracy, illegal fishing, all forms of maritime crimes, because enforcement of laws require us to be there, so we need the boats. This will also be engaged in search and rescue and environmental protection and surveillance operations.
But of course, it will also be used for the West Philippine Sea tensions.
Yes, it will form part of the mix of capabilities that we'll be employing there.
Okay. Any more questions? Okay.
Sir, sorry. Makikipagsabayan tayo dun sa mga paghahabol ng China. Kasi we've seen from the previous tensions na talagang hinahabol yung mga mababagal na boats ng mga mangingisda, ng mga fast crafts ng mga Chinese. Now that we have these fast crafts,
Giving protection to our fishermen is a fundamental duty of the Coast Guard. So that can be part of the task of the Coast Guard with these boats. But not only that.
not only that,
Yeah. Not only securing our fishermen. Ginagawa naman natin yan kahit na wala pa tong 35-meter patrol boats.
Okay. Jean Mangaluz, Philippine Star.
Hi, Admiral. May plans po, we want to be one of the most respected Coast Guards in Asia. Are we planning to acquire larger boats in the future?
Yes, actually, the President has already approved the acquisition of 5 97-meter boats or ships from Japan. Once delivered, we will have around 8 large ships.
Okay. Alvin Baltasar, Radio Pilipinas.
Admiral, I believe tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung relief operations sa atin doon sa mga nabiktima ng kalamidad eh.
Yes.
Ginagamit ba itong mga fast patrol crafts natin? And ilan yung mga nakadeploy as of this moment?
Yes, I have to clarify, itong 40, parating pa lang ito. The first delivery will happen in 2027 or 2026. But the existing fleet is involved. 7 of our ships are engaged in relief operations. As we speak, one is loading additional family food packs in Manila, and one is unloading family food packs in Legazpi. The big ones. Yung 8301, yung Gabriela Silang is in Manila right now, loading cargos. Yung 9701 naman, si Teresa Magbanwa, is in Legazpi City unloading cargos.
Okay.
And the smaller ones are awaiting for cargos to be loaded.
Any directive from the President kung hanggang kailan natin gagamitin yung assets natin for relief operations?
Walang specific guidance hanggang kailan, but the Coast Guard is always ready to provide transport as long as necessary.
Admiral Gavan, would you like to maybe share the relevance of assembling half of the fleet in the Philippines? Is this something that was discussed at the NEDA board meeting?
Yes, no maritime country can be strong if it doesn't have a strong shipbuilding industry. So the acquisition of these vessels, along with the one which will be built in Cebu, yung 60 meters locally funded patrol vessel, it will be generating not only jobs, but it will be providing opportunities for our talents to exercise their best. This will enable the country to be competitive with the rest of the maritime world and it can better sustain us in projecting our national security interest at sea. The issue in the past is the local defense industry can hardly compete with others. For one, wala namang demand, and I think they lack incentives. Sa ngayon, mayroon na tayong Philippine Defense Industry Development Act providing incentives to local shipbuilders. So with this demand to be provided by the Coast Guard through this acquisition, some shipbuilders can really kickstart their operations. So malaking bagay ito aside from job generation. Yung talent development will be a bigger thing as well.
Okay. Pia Gutierrez, ABS-CBN.
Admiral, could you give us details dun sa pag-assembly nung kalahati nung 40? Will this be assembled by a Filipino company at kailan po mag-i-start?
Yes,
ito?
will be done by a Filipino company in partnership with the French builder. So there will be transfer of technology, but definitely Filipino workers will be involved.
Kailan po ang start nito at kailan yung projected niya completion po?
The local shipbuilding component will start in 48 months, so roughly around in the fourth year.
4 years. After 4 years.
The first delivery will happen after 24 months. Yung from France.
Okay. Jean Mangalus.
Yes, I would like to follow up on my question earlier. The approval for the 5 ships was last year. Were we able to receive them already?
Sorry, ma'am.
The 5 large ships. Were we able to receive it already from Japan?
We will start to receive it in 2027. The completion date is 2028.
So they're still being built.
Yeah, we're yet to receive. Ginagawa pa sa Japan.
Okay. I think very good. Done with the questions. Well, thank you so much for the good news, Secretary Bautista, Mr. Benipayo, and Admiral Gavan. Maraming salamat, Malacanang Press Corps. This concludes our press briefing.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you po.